I set out on a mission to find things most unique to UNLV, some things that not all university campuses have. I went out to find a different perspective on the campus we all come to day in and day out. I want to show how beautiful it is again, to the people that see it but don't admire it, and to show strangers how beautiful and diverse our campus really is. I first thought back to my very first experience in the engineering building. I remember seeing this plane. I went back and saw how much cooler it really was. It's quite impressive, forever in suspended animation, looking like it's going to break through the glass walls and take off like a shot at any given second. Students underneath it sitting as if there weren't an enormous inanimate object above them. Taking the stairs down from the engineering building, I saw these boat-looking things peeking through the golf carts. They were these rowboats from UNLV's past, standing there being completely ignored by all that walked by them. They were all unique, representing a different era of glory they each competed in UNLV's rich history. The infamous flashlight installation next to Ham Hall, one of my favorite pieces of art on campus. I remember my art history professor telling me about this piece my freshman year. I went out looking for it and was amazed. Stale am, frankly. Taking the stairs down and turning left instead of my usual right, I saw this beautiful memorial. Its size may not have been as impressive as the flashlight, but nevertheless it stands there proudly, representing the men and women that serve us in this country every day. I started heading back towards the student union and caught an overpowering scent of rose. I never realized there was a memorial amongst the beautiful flora. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. I was quite joyful being surrounded by all those beautiful flowers. I bet Miss Pascal would agree with me. Greenspun Hall, a place where I spend way too much of my time. The upper deck with all its beautiful shadows and shapes, I really couldn't resist documenting this amazing building. It doesn't matter what time of day you go up there. There's always a unique shape waiting to inspire you. Heading in the direction of CBC, I come across those oversized satellite dishes. Is that the technical term for them? Anyways, I've always found them quite fascinating. The sheer size of them is pretty unique. I've never seen any that big up so close. Another very unique trait about UNLV's campus is the churches. I don't know about you, but is it normal to have 5 different churches around one single campus? It's kind of funny how there's so much religion surrounding a college campus that just so happens to be in a Sin City. Speaking of cities, did I mention our great campus looks at the Strip? I climbed way too many stairs, but the view was worth it. I really like how our back lot can almost look like it's part of the Strip. Like you parked really far because there was no more parking available. As I was walking through the rec center, I realized I've never really walked anywhere near the Thomas and Mack. I accidentally stumbled upon this wall of honorees and was pretty amazed. It's hidden and I don't think a lot of people know about it, which is a real shame since all of those people have names up there for a reason, right? The Central Desert Complex. I'm here way too much as well, near the math building for some reason. And right there in between building 8 and 10, there's this statue holding up half-eaten apples. I can't describe it any other way but unique. Literally one of my favorite places on campus. The sort of patio area in front of the library. I always loved the way the shadows hit. This area has been my go-to spot since freshman year. As I walked into the library, I always walked by the piano sitting under the stairs. But that day, I was on a mission to state the understated and show unique history that our lead library possesses and displays for future visitors. Walking behind the library towards the physics building, I witnessed 2 pretty interesting things. One of them being this overgrown canopy, and the second being this crazy alien-looking technology. It's pretty fun seeing some of the stuff that's around campus. Jumping from physics to the physical, I explore the jungle gyms of UNLV. It's really a fitness area for handicapped students. It's pretty unique. Another interesting building on campus is the Health Sciences building. I never realized until this experience how diverse and architecturally unique UNLV was, until I came across this building. It's not a desert without a mirage. This one happens to be in the biology building. It's cool and damp in there. Maybe this isn't a mirage after all. This guy not only made me scream like a little girl, I almost dropped my very expensive camera. Both my vocal cords and equipment are fine, but it's not fine that I didn't know about this guy sooner. I remember almost screaming my sophomore year thinking it was alive. Good thing, because I almost stepped on him at the time. I love all the little hidden areas around the Barrack Museum. This little sitting area and the cute bridges that seem like they've been there since before the school even opened. And then the Barrack Museum itself. I can't believe there was no one in there. It's free, people. I felt like I was at peace looking at the artwork. The most visited area on campus. And yet, the best area no one seems to frequent at all.